Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Zishan Bukhari, English teacher, lower secondary section, SMB, Qaeda Public School, Dastan Channel. Today, we are here for the online classes being conducted by SMB, Qaeda Public School. Our today's topic is the English book of class 6, page number 72. Open your book and page number 72. The name of the chapter is Home Sweet Home. Now, before starting this chapter, I am going to tell you those characters who are playing role in this chapter. Anton is the little boy, 7 years old boy. He is the son of Janko. Janko, who is the owner of the house. And his daughter Lona, who is 9 years old. She is the daughter of Janko. Monica is Janko's wife. And Eva is the friend of Janko. Now we are starting that in this play. After doing job and all these works of domestic, Janko is tired, coming back home and relaxing in the hall and also reading newspaper. While reading newspaper, Anto and Lona, these children were playing, and both of Anton was drumming the drum and Lona was tambourine. All this happening, the Janko was very angrily and he shouted to his son and daughter, "Stop beating that drum and playing the tambourine." Although he is so tired from his work, he wants some relax, but he cannot because his children playing and playing the tambourine and drumming all the day. But Anton forbidden them, please stop that voice. He angrily shouted to the children, "Stop beating the drum and playing the tambourine, put them away in your cupboard immediately, and put away those other toys too before I trip over them." He is not liking that the children are playing. The children looked gloomy. However, they stopped the music and carried the instrument to their cupboard in the corner of the room. Janko had been trying to read the newspaper, and the noise of his 9-year-old son and 7-year-old daughter, accompaniment on the tambourine, had given him a headache and made him irritable. Although the drumming and jangling had stopped, Anton and Lona being obedient children, the throbbing in Janko's temples continued. It felt as if the percussion section of a large orchestra still played at its loudest in his head. Although both children stopped playing, instead of this, Jacob felt that his head is still in pain, and he felt that a large orchestra is still playing. Jacob's wife, she is working in the kitchen. Monica was small, not much than a cupboard. She felt she needed a bit of fresh air. While working a lot of time in the kitchen, she thought that now I have to get some rest, and she come out from the kitchen. She said, "Where are they to play?" She asked her husband that if our children are not playing here, then where else are they to play? Jacob replied, "Anywhere in my car, anywhere but in my ear," replied Jacob. "I am a headache." Jacob said, the boy and his daughter can play everywhere, anywhere, but not in my house because I feel headache. We have to learn to share the space we have, said Monica. How do you think they feel when you keep them up all night with your snoring? She is taunting that I am also doing here while you were snoring while sleeping. I wouldn't know about that, said Janko. Snoring, I am asleep at night, so how would I know what my snoring sounds like that? She replied, "Well, I can tell you," replied Monica, like a buffalo running through here and there. She is trying to say that her husband is snoring while sleeping, and his husband's voice is just like buffaloes running here and there. The children tried to offer their giggles, and they are laughing. "I can see and hear you very well," said Jacob. Jacob said to their children, "I can see you and hear you are laughing at me." In corner of the room, the giggling stopped abruptly and then started again when their mother winked. She seemed to be on the other side. These things happen regularly. One day, Jacob thought that he is going to his friend Eva to solve his problem. What can he do? He goes to the Eva house. The house of the Eva was so nice. Jacob arrived at a pretty cottage and adorned with a purple and orange bougainvillea. He straightened his jacket and then knocked on the door. Eva was small like his wife, but much older. Eva was older than his wife. Her white hair, parted in the middle and flowing over her shoulders, made her look like a witch. She looks like a witch because her hair flowing over her shoulders. All she needed was a cloth and broom to complete the picture. She now appeared smiling in the doorway. Come in, Jacob," she said jovially, opening the door wider. What a pleasant surprise! She surprised that after many days he came to his house. He came to her house, and she is so surprised to see him. She welcomed him. Good evening, Eva, mumbled Django. Forlornly, it's been a long while. Yes, replied Django, thanks to your advice. The birds have stayed well clear the garden ever since. Now, she is asking to Django that what happened that you are here. He said, well, there is Eva, sighed Django, gazing at the embers of the fire. I am not a wealthy man, Eva. I am barely enough to feed my family. However, I simply can't go on like that. Go on like what? She asked. And Django said, my house is too small, cried Django. The lack of space is driving me mad. The children are noisy. My wife snores at night. When cars stumble past on the road, the crockery rattles. How long? For some space and some place. He wants some space. He wants some relaxation, but he cannot because of his small house. For this solution of the house, he advises from his friend Eva that please solve my problem. Well, she said, I never exclaimed Eva. You have a lovely house. Yes, agree, Django, it's nice, but I wish it were bigger and quieter, like Mikhail's mansion down the road. But I could never afford a house like this in a million years. The man Mikhail was a rich man. His house was too large. He wants that his house is just like Mikhail's. Then Mikhail's house is large. I must admit, Eva, but you should be happy where you are. Eva said, you should be happy where you are. But what can you do for me, Eva? Asked Django. How can you make my life better? I am not happy. I am not happy at all. Due to my wife's snoring and my children are playing whole day. I am not happy. I am not relaxing. Eva gazed silently at the fire for a while before turning to face Django. You must do exactly as I said. She said, do you agree? Now she said that you must do exactly as I said. She said, agree? Sure, said Django, hope rising in his eyes. Without question, asked Eva. Yes, without question, replied Django. Well then, said Eva, if I remember correctly, you keep a cow and several other animals in the small barn at the bottom of your garden. That's right, said Django, looking a little astonished. Well, then Eva, said Eva, if I remember correctly, you keep a cow and several animals in the small pond at the bottom of your garden. That's right. That's right, said Django, looking a little astonished. Well, said Eva, I want to go stay home and move them all into your house. She said to him that you go to your home and take all your animals into your house. Django stared at her disbelievingly. What she is going to say? This is impossible. How can I take all animals in my house where I am living? He stuttered. No, nothing, said Eva abruptly. You promised now. Eva said, promise you have. Jacob rose slowly. He said nothing further but nodded his head and left the cottage. As his friend Eva said that, put all the animals into your house. Then Jacob said, I cannot do that. How can I take all animals to my house where I am living? But he cannot do nothing. Because of that, she advised to take all animals into her house. Monica, Anton and Nonna, as he returned to the home, he shouted his wife, his children, and said that Monica, Anton and Nonna were most surprised when Jacob told them on his return to Bethel. Why? Before dinner, he scattered off to the pond. They stood and watched, aghast as he brought into the little house. First, after taking dinner, he went to the barn and took all the animals into his house. First, the geese. You can see that. First the geese, then chickens, after that goats, and finally the cow. They have, and after put all the animals into his house, he said to his wife, they have to stay here with us, announced Jacob. Eva have told me to do this. The children were amused and excited to be sharing their home with the animals. But Monica thought her husband had left his senses somewhere on his farm. He told them that Monica told me to do this, but his wife astonishingly said that she was so amused that his husband left his senses. How he can put all the animals in the house where we are living, but they cannot do nothing. For some days the house was in turmoil. At night, Jacob was wondering all the least of their problems. Nobody got any sleep because of the constant noise and movement in the house. Nobody can sleep. How can they sleep? Because they see snorting of the animals and also walking in the house all night. Nobody can sleep. One morning, after a particularly noisy and restless night, Jacob rubbed his eyes and announced, I am going to see Eva again. As he put all the animals into the house, he was so tired, he cannot sleep. Again, he decided to go to his friend Eva. Again. At Eva's house, Jacob held his head in his hands and wept. He's weeping. He's weeping. Why you are putting me through all this? Cried Jacob. Jacob was crying and said to his friend Eva, Dad, why are you putting me through all this? The whole family is upset with me. We cannot sleep and we fight all the time. The noise is deafening. Have you ever kept a cow? Cow, duck and other animals in your room? It's hell, I tell you. As he is confusing, he cannot do anything. And he asked from his friend Eva that can you put all the animals, cow, ducks and other animals in your room? It's hell. I cannot live here. What can I do? Here, you know that all these conditions To see all these conditions, Jacob was weeping. Eva smiled. Yes, it is hell, she said softly. Well then, Jacob, now I want you to go straight home and move all the animals back to the barn. No words, just do it. Now she said that put all the animals into your barn and get out of your house. Don't ask any question, just do it what I said. Jacob returned to his house and did as he was told. He, Monica and the children spent the rest of the day cleaning up the mess made by the animals. After the house was back to the normal, Jacob stretched out in his armchair while cleaning up the house. His wife, his children, and he himself stretched out in his armchair. Children played noisily with the toys in one corner. Monica collected pots and pans in the kitchen. Jacob was relaxing in his chair and sighed, little bit sighed, and thought to himself, how nice it is. After a few days, after putting animals into the house, he was so disturbed, he was so turmoil, he was so confused. Now, after this, after pulling all the animals to the pond again, he said to himself, how nice it is. Sighed Jacob and said and thought to himself, how nice it is. Instead of this, his children, his son was drumming noisily, and his wife was collecting pots and pans in the kitchen. Instead of this noise, he thought to himself, how nice it is. The sound of my wife and the children in the background, plenty of room. 2. Now this is our home sweet home. This is our chapter, page number 75. The whole reading is end. Now we will do some work, but before doing some question answers, you have some homework. Then search all the difficult words. This is your homework. Search the meaning of all difficult words. This is your homework. I hope you will do this. And after doing this, in next chapter, we will start some question answers. I hope that you have get all the points of today's lecture. If you have any queries, then ask in the comments for today. Thanks. Allah Hafiz. Have a good day. Thank you.